What's the classic Kiefer intro?
Just
not know
bad.
what you're saying for fucking 10 seconds.
Okay. All right. Welcome to week 9 of the. What are we called again?
This is why I don't know why you do the intro.
I don't even
fucking week.
X adds character. Everyone looks forward to housekeeper gonna botch it. This is Tackle for Loss. We're a gambling podcast based on the NFL in New Zealand. I'm joined by amateur analyst Cree O'Donoghue. How's your day been, Cree? I'm joined by amateur analyst Grayson Hollow. How's your day been, Grayson?
Well, I got. Oh, I'm allowed to say
I
that.
cut you off, yeah.
No. I'm
No,
good now.
yeah, I thought you were gonna say something about you being reared, but that's okay.
No, we'll talk about that as we go.
Cool. Now, how is everyone doing? How's everyone going good?
No, I'm not actually.
You're not?
Because as we'll elaborate on a little bit later, I missed out on my 3 out of 3 locks. I hit 2.
You?
The third one,
Yeah.
which you missed as well.
I missed as well. Yeah.
Bills by 10.5.
Yeah.
They won by 10.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not doing okay.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It was the difference between $40 and $190.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
That
I
was
also,
fucking-
I think you did as well, and I'm not sure about yourself, but I also put money on the Bengals.
And then I used all the winnings that I got for my first 2 locks and was like, you know what, I'll put money on the Bengals
Bengals,
and
yeah.
did like a bunch of different same game multis, but all of them relied on the Bengals winning.
Yeah. And instead, they got absolutely steamrolled. But I'm
Fucking
sure,
embarrassing.
Alright,
we'll
well,
talk about that.
We're on the path of the games from last week, so we'll go to the wins, losses, and locks. That's the section I'm going to call it now. Wins, losses, and
nice.
locks.
You got to come up with a whole thing for that now.
Yeah, I
Wins,
don't have to.
losses, and locks.
Just put like one bell chime or a gong. I'll take a gong, like an Undertaker gong, please. All right, so we'll start off with the locks. Well, actually no, we'll go to the overall picks because it's not as important. So we're up to 91 games total that we've looked at.
Yeah.
So first of all, we'll start with Cree. You've hit 34 out of 91, so looking good. You're going up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a big improvement. I'm pretty sure I had way less last week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But that is for one reason only. Do you know how many I got out of last week?
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. I think
I do.
I think I hear the
How many did I get out of last week?
Conspiracy corner
8.
coming in.
8 out of 14.
Yeah.
Now that's not bad. No, that's not bad considering I would have bet on half of those.
You know what's better?
What's that?
Kiefer's stats.
Oh, let's go.
So out of 91 games, Kiefer's up to 43. So we got 9 last week. So he's up to 47%.
Still
I'm
the
such a mess.
number 1 New Zealand analyst.
Don't question my math. I'll drop your stats next week. And I'm sitting at 25 and 91,
Whoa.
so 27. So I'm still going up, and it's a slow progress, but we'll get there.
That's good.
And
That's good.
now looking at the locks
Pretty stoked
for week
about
8, all of us, as we kind of spoke about, hit 2 out of our 3.
Go,
the one-
even week.
Yeah, even week. Slad that.
Slash that.
Slad
Slash
that.
that.
So you guys lost out on the Bills game, which was very rough. I was watching that, and
Yeah.
I
That's-
apologize. The Packers did better than everyone expected, including myself.
Only in the second half though. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, well,
First half, I was like, man, I got this down. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Easy
Run
money.
away.
it's always the
Yeah.
last quarter they decide to show
Yeah.
up. And the one that fucked me, I didn't even pick. Thanks, Harry.
Once
Harry.
again, Harry is in the
Yeah,
live studio
live
audience.
audience.
Thanks, Harry. Right, so we'll go on to your beautiful segment there, Keith.
Thanks, bud. So, Hot Boy Hot Takes, week 9.
Woo! Sponsored by... Who's Hot Wings this week?
I don't know. I haven't. Pack and Save. I shopped at Pack and Save this week. We're going
Right.
sponsored by Pack and Save. You could probably mute all that.
You know
out.
who else is a hot boy? Me. I'm red raw. I spent 10 hours in the sun, no sunblock.
Sponsored by you this
Sponsored
week. man.
by-
Sponsored by you this week.
sick, dude.
My
That's so hard.
crispy skin.
Crispy Skin.
Yeah,
Grayson's Crispy Skin
Good to the-
sponsors Hot Boy Hot Takes week 9.
yeah.
So, first Hot Boy Hot Take. Sports analyst and all-round legend Pat McAfee has been informed by the NFL that he can no longer use the team logos, even though he pays him $4 million per year to get access to film and whatnot. He now refers to it as the Professional American Football League, and each team as the football team. For example, you've got Cincinnati football team. So, as New Zealand's premier NFL football podcast, how long till we're gonna get hit?
Honestly, as big of a kind of like rising podcast as we are,
Yeah.
I think it'll be within the next 2 weeks. To be honest,
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Give it 2 weeks.
honestly, it's
Yeah.
gonna hit us hard. You're gonna take us out of the niche.
They're already trying. You know, we got a copyright claim already on one of our videos.
No way.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
What
which one?
for?
Nah, it's just for some music that I used.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. Which is funny because I get all the shit from like free
Yeah,
copyright free
yeah,
podcasts
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Now my music
Yeah.
is exceptional.
Yeah.
No. It was like copyright claim. I think it was the intro or the outro at one point. The first episode that I didn't intro outro.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the outro was like copyright claim. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn, NFL's
Warner
lawyers are
Music's
already
coming
on
for us. The NFL is coming
Yeah,
for us.
that's
Sorry,
crazy.
no, the Professional American Football League.
Yeah, no, that's a good
Yeah.
point. Okay, that's a good one. My 2 cents is I don't know what's going on at the NFL, but I reckon it's going to be rolled back pretty quick. I don't think. It's
Yeah, I
gonna
reckon
Oh
last.
it's
yeah,
so
everyone already hates it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, absolutely.
Also, those drawings that they used instead of the other
Very
logos,
cool.
amazing.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I hope they continue that segment on. That'd be great.
Actually, you know what? No, that's what fucked it. That's what made them lose.
The drawings.
Yeah, that's what made the fucking performance that we saw. I'm still annoyed about that, man.
That's fair, man. Okay, second take of the week. Taylor Heineke pockets $125,000 when he leads Washington to victory each week. He revealed this week that he spends that money on a new pair of Jordans in the losing team's colour. Is he getting a pair of yellow and purple Jordans this week? I know we'll
No.
talk about it, but I just wanted to get it in
No,
there.
I don't think he
No,
will.
Nah.
no,
I don't think he will.
I don't think so.
Ooh, I'm kind of on the hype train. You know, you've got Taylor Heineke, you've got Cam Sims.
Yo, shut up, Cam Sims, bro. 6'4", dog. 6'4"
I see. I knew this would come up. I was like, he gets one catch, and all the boys are like, yeah, Cam
Cam
Sims,
Sims.
greatest ever.
Oh.
Really, it's a team of dogs. Like all of them, like from top to bottom.
Yeah, but none of them are Cam Sims.
None of
though.
them are
No.
Cam Sims.
A
Okay,
late
but
receiver.
we'll elaborate on that when we get there. Third take of the week. Aaron Rodgers has been publicly talking trash about his team and
Of
the
course he
players
has,
in
yeah.
it. This has caused some outrage of commentators saying that he shouldn't or should talk to his team like that. Regardless, it's not working. So what are 3 less controversial things he could do to get some wins?
Talk to his family.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Talk to his family.
Yeah.
Is that you? As his son?
Yeah, I'm
From New
adoptive.
Zealand?
Adoptive
Yeah,
son.
yeah.
You can give me a call. Call me anytime, Aaron. I'm there for you.
Nice.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do ayahuasca together.
Pecker's stinky cheese.
He could. What's he gonna do?
Pecky's
He's not making
stinky
sense.
cheese.
Okay.
Pecky's stinky cheese.
It's. I don't know if it's controversial.
I don't know either.
He could
It's
break
a-
a Microsoft Surface like the other TB12.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That is a hot.
Becky's
that is a hot-
stinky
That is a hot
cheese.
take. It's the hot take segment. Wow, what a hot take. I was gonna say, he can't-
Fondue? More like fondant bit on the Packers.
Okay, I don't even need to say anything. That's great.
Just go to the next one.
Becky's
That's
stinky
great.
cheese.
Please go to the next one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go to the next one. Hot take 4. In the game against the Rams.
I just look over, see Harry dying.
It's because he's just been hearing Becky Stinky Cheese for about 2 minutes.
I reckon that's going to be a short. In the game against the Rams, CMC was the 11th player in professional American Football League history. See what I did there?
Yeah.
To get the passing TD, the running TD, and the receiving TD. He's already living up to his full potential. Is he now round 1, pick 1 in fantasy?
He always was. And then,
Well, no, he wasn't.
No, he was. And if people didn't take him round 1, pick 1, they made a mistake.
I was gonna say 90.
I didn't take him round
90%
one,
of
pick
leagues.
one.
Took,
I think
took Jonathan
the last 2 years
yeah, I
the
know that.
issue was injury, and then also he was playing for the Panthers and they couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So yes, now 100%.
I
Yeah.
agree. Like definitely, he was pick 1 or 2. Depends how you wanted to look at it. If you didn't
Yeah.
take him 1 or 2, then you're an idiot.
I got him at pick 3.
Okay, well whoever the 2 were in front of you are idiots.
Jackson
Makes
and might have been auto draft, but I'm not sure.
Oh, what in our draft?
Yeah, I got him at pick 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Wait, in what league though?
Got
Well,
him
Spaghetti-
in Spaghetti League.
Spaghetti Bowl, yeah.
Spaghetti Bowl.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Because I think it went Jonathan Taylor, Derek
Henry, and then CMC.
CMC.
Oh, Petty took. You didn't get 3rd because there was
Petty took,
Jackson John in front of you. Jackson John.
Maybe
Petty.
you're 4th.
You were 4th.
I might have got him at 4th then.
but like
Jesus Christ.
that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
yeah, it's crazy.
Petty took
did
Petty
John
did
take
take.
Najee?
Oh, I
yeah.
think he did.
He did it,
Yeah.
which is
He followed his
working
camera
out
boy.
real well for him.
Really well.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I was gonna say, I think
I got a stat for you. Do you know Daniel Jones has more rushing yards than Najee Harris?
Yeah.
I think the problem with what was obviously the injury risk, and I think if you looked at who the people still would have said Jonathan Taylor. I was gonna say if you asked who the better player was, would people say Jonathan Taylor or Christian McCaffrey
At the start
but
of the
then
year?
again, the start of the
Yeah.
year.
I think the
But then
big thing
again,
was
like you take Jonathan Taylor out and you put him in. I don't know. Let's say you put him at the Packers, right?
Yeah,
Let's say
yeah.
Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon weren't there.
Yeah.
And you take him and put him at the Packers.
yeah.
Well, he's gonna do the same thing kind of Christian McCaffrey's done, where he's
Yeah,
elevated,
absolutely.
To that level of
Yeah.
the team that
I
he
mean,
can run in.
That's why Matt Ryan worked well. He just dump it off.
Which it doesn't work anymore because of the O line. Like the same thing
Yeah,
with Najee.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Najee's so
Yeah.
sick, and he did a little bit of that last year, but this year the O line is even worse than it was last year.
horrible, yeah.
And so there's nothing he can do. Like as much as you're a good running back, a great running
Yes.
back,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
do anything
Yeah.
if there's zero holes for you to fucking go through and like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Last one. If you were my thing was going to be, if you're the GM of your team, who would you trade for right now? Just
I
what
think-
would you- and what would you give
trade.
up?
I
What
would
would you
trade
give up?
for. Oh, it's hard. Defense, we need a few pieces. Maybe.
So you're just speaking on behalf of the Seahawks.
Seahawks,
Yeah.
Honestly, fuck the defense. We're an offensive team. I'd go for an elite tight end.
Who? You have to pick one, and you have to tell me who you're trading away to, or how many picks.
Oh, what? Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't fucking.
Just pick one up. Just
I don't know. I'm picking Kelsey up, obviously.
Nice.
Like,
Yeah.
I think if you put Kelsey in that offense, there's not a drive that we don't score a touchdown.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
So
personally.
you give up all
So
your
the-
picks for the next
Yep.
10 years.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
fair enough.
We have a shell of a defense.
Yeah,
Shell of a
yeah,
defense.
yeah.
but-
the one that I would have picked that I feel like should have happened. A lot of people hope.
UQB.
No. That a lot of people were hoping would happen, which didn't come to anything for anyone.
Yeah.
OBJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't go anywhere, and like there was about 3 different interested teams.
He hasn't gone.
He can still sign up
because he's not being traded. He's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Oh well,
It
there
was
you
a
go.
1-year contract.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
Grace's
But
answer.
I thought they were like, yeah, okay.
Nah, it's not done. He can still go.
He can still go somewhere.
Please. Oh, if not him, then I think it would have been it would be somewhere else.
Would you still go receiver?
Our defense is fine.
Probably be I was thinking you'd go receiver.
Oh,
Right?
100% probably
Yeah.
receiver.
Yeah.
I'll trade for Malik Willis.
Cam Shims, please.
Yo, yeah. Are we talking about the trade?
Yeah, I've just got my last one. So I don't know what our pick situation is, but I'm saying we're just going to give away a couple of 2024's mid-draft, 2025 mid-draft, nothing too big. And we're going to pick up Jacoby Brisket.
Sorry, what the fuck did you say?
We're going to pick up Jacoby Brisket and just throw as for a couple of just trades.
Why?
Because we need a quarterback.
But who are you
You're
talking
the
on behalf of?
Patriots, right?
Yeah, we're the Patriots. Yeah, we're picking up Jacoby Brisket. He's played in the Patriot system.
Just think about what you're saying there for a
Yeah, we're
second.
picking up Jacoby Brisket.
No. So sorry. This means more than just like what you're saying right now. This is you, as a whole Patriots fan,
Yeah.
talking about your season, and about your team in general.
Yeah.
You're saying fuck Mac Jones, fuck Bailey Zappi. Let's go sell them and get Bailey and get Brisket. That's genuinely what you think is the answer for the Patriots right now. As a Patriots fan, they have been for the past, I don't know, what are you, 20, 25, the past 14 years.
Yeah.
You're genuinely saying that your answer, thanks, bro, that your answer is like you've had one season. You're saying, nah, Mac Jones don't want him. I want Jacoby Brissett,
Thank you, I need
a
it.
team that's 3-5.
Yeah.
Ryan, when you hear this, message this dumb motherfucker. Here's the problem. He is the problem of the Patriots problem.
All right, on that
Wow.
a horrible note, we're gonna jump into week 9.
I want to change my take. Can we trade for Tom Brady back?
No. All right, we're gonna talk about week 9. All
We'll
these
take- we'll
games,
take Jimmy G.
all these games are rough this week, and I think they're gonna be a bit difficult for some of us to decide.
Yeah, I hate this week. This week's shit, man.
All right, well, we'll jump into week 1.
Sweet, I got this one. Oh, week 1, game 1.
Yeah, the week game of the one.
Game and
Grayson,
one.
stop touching the mic. You can hear it in the thing.
Oh, my bad.
I'll start again. So, 1:15 game this Friday is the Eagles and Texans, or I should say Eagles at the Texans. The point spread is 13.5. Eagles are favourites. So for the last 2 weeks, I have taken a lock of whatever is against the Texans. That was unintentional, but it's paid out. So I'm locking this game up.
Wow.
Yeah. Offer it, locking it for the Eagles. The Eagles will beat them by 13.5 points. The Eagles are 7-0. They are a very good team. Even though I was looking at the schedule, and I will admit a little bit, I don't want you to get all loud.
Because you looked at what I wrote, and you went and looked at the schedule. So,
No, I haven't. This is the first time reading
right,
this.
so
No,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
So I did look at the schedule. They have had a relatively soft schedule, and they are having a more relatively soft schedule. They're against the Saints and the Cowboys coming up.
Yeah, like their two
which are going to
hardest
be
games are
which are
like-
going to be their two hardest games, which is still are not the Bills or the Chiefs or anyone that actually might cause them to sweat. They will be a Super Bowl contender team, and they will smash the Texans, and I will get money from this.
I mean, I don't
The
hate
Texans
it.
suck, that's my.
I mean, the thing is as scary as that margin is, when you look at last week, they went up against the Steelers and their winning margin was 22.
yeah.
So
And
it
you look
makes
at
sense.
The Texans got beaten by statistically the worst offense in the NFL. It's the Titans.
Titans, yeah.
That's statistically the worst
Yep.
offense. Whoa, that's crazy.
Yep. I mean, to be honest, they fucking suck. Titans suck. Texans fucking suck. The Texans beat the Jags. So that's the funny thing. They beat the Jags when I think Jags are having trouble.
it was pretty early.
They drew with the Colts, and the Colts have been such a weird team to look at. Then they lost to the Titans, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, and Bears. Half those teams are below 50% teams.
Yeah.
I just think Damian Pierce is the only good part of this team, and last week he fucking struggled
Which I think will...
against the subpar defense of the
Yeah,
Titans.
which is going to be even worse against
and
the
it's
Eagles
going to be
too.
even worse. I'll put a question mark. I'm definitely taking Eagles minus 13.5. I'll put a question mark. I might lock it. Yeah. I think Eagles here.
Oh, it's Eagles all day.
Yeah, Eagles... I agree that Eagles is probably going to smash them out of the water, to be honest.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're gonna smash them by a lot of points, and I'm gonna get a lot of money. Next game, because that's all the Texans deserve. Colts at the Patriots.
Now,
And this is your first 6 o'clock game. Well, sorry, it's 7 o'clock.
What?
They're all 7 o'clock.
Weird.
I mean,
Yep.
maybe daylight savings happened in the US or something, you know? Now
That's
I'm
weird.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Do they have it?
Pretty sure they do.
Don't know, but now we're at 7 o'clock.
Ah, lovely. That makes it not. Wait, the Wednesday afternoon games, are they 2:15?
Oh, we'll get to them.
They must
Can you
be.
just have a quick look? Is that afternoon game at 2:15 for us?
2:20, 2:15.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the others are 10 and 10:25.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy how time works.
Yeah,
It's linear.
Time be wild.
Oh, well, I mean, this game, I don't like this game at all, to be honest. I'm going to say it about most games that I look at this week. What have I written here? I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I wasn't impressed with the Pats, to be honest, last week when they beat the Jets. As much as they did beat them, I wasn't actually that impressed. They looked just okay.
Man, like, big Pates guy. Big
Pates.
Pates guy. I like the Pates with Jacoby Brisket. That's me.
This man shouldn't be allowed to speak. You're not doing... Honestly, take away the intro from him. He's done.
I'm done for
He's
the
done.
for the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac Jones played awful.
Even though
He didn't play great. It was disappointing. Because I hyped him up. And he just
I think he
kinda
could have
played.
done a lot better than he did.
Yeah, he's just there's something not clicking like it was last year, and I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's the new style offense, but it ain't working how it used to work, and it's a little bit disappointing. I don't put that all on Mac at all. I want Mac to be successful. It's just not happening. Really, it's. I think Zach Wilson is the reason why that Jets team lost.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And I think Bill Belichick has the Jets' number. They can't win against Bill Belichick. He hates
Whoa.
him for whatever reason. He outplays
Yeah,
him
you
each
put-
time.
Outplayed him, okay. Zach Wilson threw 3 interceptions. I don't think that's much of
Bill
Bill
Belichick-
Belichick's mind.
He did. He designed that. He designed
No,
that.
no.
But
Living
They
there, rent
averaged
free,
3.8
buddy.
yards a play. That's pretty piss poor.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
We're saying the same thing.
I think this is going to be a very low scoring game.
Yeah, this game's
I
gonna
think it's
suck
going to
to
be a very.
watch.
I would.
Well, I think it might go that way, or it's going to be a Pats blowout.
no.
I reckon. I think so, honestly.
You crazy, crazy man.
I am a crazy man.
You
I've been known
crazy
to be
man.
crazy.
He's being
Um,
crazy.
The Colts, they're averaging 16 points a game scoring, and they're allowing 19 points a game.
That's how they lose.
Okay, yes, that is how people lose.
Yep.
They lost 2 fumbles the game against Washington.
Yep.
Almost still won the game. Lost by 1 point. It's going to be a battle of defense, it really is.
Yeah.
You got 2 offenses that are shit at the moment. Sam Ellinger looked okay. He looked alright, I guess. I don't know.
I think the Pats defense is better than Washington's.
Well, statistically,
absolutely.
Washington. Who's
Colts.
Washington?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're comparing
Well,
weeks,
statistically, the Colts have a better defense.
yeah, you're right.
I just think the Colts have a better defense, but the Pats have a better offense. This game's going fucking nowhere. I'm
Yeah.
taking
Yeah, that's
Colts plus 5.5.
I was gonna
Are
say.
you gonna go for the under too?
I did right take under. I'm probably going to take the under here. Yeah, to be honest.
So you're going Colts.
We're
I think we
Colts.
should move on from this game as soon as possible. We
Get
sound,
rid of it.
We sound dead.
Grayson?
Where were you going?
I don't know, Pats.
Yeah, I went Pats as well.
Idiots.
Okay.
On a game that's defense based, I would not take the team that is minus 5.5. You get what I'm saying though?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I don't know. I just have a feeling
Because
yeah.
when a team when you're
You ever just-
fighting to get points
to the wind, and you just feel it.
As a Pab supporter.
as a pair of
Yeah.
two teams that are fighting to get points,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that either team.
Yeah, but that's what
Is-
Vegas wants you to think, brother. Like, wait, yeah, you think the 5.5? Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't try.
yeah,
No.
no.
Don't try to say that you know what Vegas is doing. You don't have his number.
I don't.
You don't know. You don't know what's going on.
I've got his Instagram.
Speaking about not knowing what's going on, Packers at the Lions, 7 a.m. game.
Whoa. What the hell? What was that for?
But do you know what's going to happen in this game? 'Cause
Yes, the
I
Packers
don't
gonna
know.
win.
You reckon?
Yes.
I don't know.
No, honestly, it's one of those things that, like, even though they lost last week, they did perform well in the second half.
Their run game was insane.
The run game was insane, and I think they're going to keep that up because they should have kept it up all season.
Your plea worked.
They did, yeah, it did work. Hopefully, Gutekunst and Matt LaFleur actually watch our videos, and they're
Yeah.
just like, this guy's desperate, and I am. So, so against the Lions' defense that isn't great against the run, we should be able to utilize that to cover the minus 3.5 that they've got on us. That's all I'm saying.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's solid. What do you reckon, Craig? Where do you think this is
Yeah,
going?
fucking Packers all day. If you take the Lions here, you're actually fucking stupid. I just think, easy Packers. I mean, I'm taking the Packers all day here. You know, I might even this might even be a lock for me.
Yeah, I might like this one as well, to be fair.
Wow, it's a couple of maybes.
They've just got rid of the Hawkins in the tight end.
Yeah.
They've got a terrible defense.
Swift is still injured.
Swift's injured.
He played last week.
Yeah, and Dan Campbell said they gave him too many targets.
Yeah.
yeah, he had 5.
I think the Packers definitely have the potential to go and
If they-
blow out the Lions.
Yeah, if they played like they did in the fourth quarter of the Bills game against the Bills, which is a fantastic team, if we can keep that up through the entire game against the Lions, they're done for.
Yeah, I think this is an easy Packers here.
Kevin doesn't seem convinced.
I'm feeling something.
Is
I'm
it
feeling something.
is it AIDS?
Oh. No, they have a cure for that now, man.
I don't think they do.
I'm feeling the Lions' victory.
Why?
I'm feeling
This
the
man's
Lions'
been
victory.
They're 1-6. They're 1-6.
Yeah. And you've been talking
You're
rubbish
part
all
of the
day.
problem, Keith.
Hey,
You're part of the problem.
yeah, you got to go pick up brisket, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. You've been talking rubbish all day.
Slice
You
me
know
off a-
nothing.
Last
slice
week,
me
right?
off a
Last
piece of
week,
Kobe
this man
biscuit.
was in the corner spouting nonsense about Vegas.
Yeah.
But thing is, it worked.
And it worked.
This, however, won't work. I don't believe it.
I would like. Oh, you don't have a PC, so I'd like you to just tab over to where it says locks, and then on there you can see the amount of games I've gotten right, and it sits a little bit higher. So as New Zealand's #1 football analyst,
You shouldn't
I'll
be
take your
picking
Lions.
this game with the Lions. You're dumb. You big stinky stupid.
Well, let's find out next
you
week.
are what is Packers stinky cheese, bro.
The Packers themselves are stinky.
No, not in this circumstance.
Yeah, I see Packers here all day.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Green Day or Bay, baby. Nailed that one.
Nice.
Thanks.
Next game is the Chargers at the Falcons, 7 a.m. on Monday.
So the Chargers are -3 favorites. Falcons +3.
Chargers coming off a
First
bye.
note.
Coming
First
off a
note.
bye.
Yeah.
That Cree's written down as underperforming, and I agree.
Underperforming. Herbert had the rib injury, you know.
He hasn't
didn't-
come back. From
He had a
that.
whole bye. He had a whole week.
Well, okay, before the bye,
Had
he
2
hasn't
weeks.
come back.
Well, in terms of performance-wise, no.
Yeah.
Oh no, because
Yeah.
only one. I think it was only 1 week before that. After that game, maybe 2.
No,
I
too.
think it was 2.
But he
yeah.
played in both games. And
Yeah, he should have had a week off.
I'm just saying,
Yes,
this is
So you just agreed with me that he didn't show up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nailed it. Good job, guys.
Carry on.
I don't know. I think I fucking hate the Falcons. I hate the Falcons. They are the second
Yeah.
worst defense in the league. They beat the Panthers
Yeah.
in OT,
Yeah.
and the Panthers at the moment are a shell of a team.
Yeah.
Absolute dog shit team.
Yeah.
The defense holding them back. Solid offense. Run game's sick, but they not sick. Their run game is solid, but they need Cordero Patterson back to really kind of be an elite run the ball team. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. You're spouting facts.
What about your whole the spread of the Falcons? Where you standing on that now?
Against the
bet
Chargers, I don't
Falcons
think so.
spread?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
I can.
For
I
that
can.
margin, for the -3 margin, I think so.
But also, I'm not taking either team here. I'm taking the over.
Yeah, no, that's. Oh, you're
taking
taking the over.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because-
but in terms of actually choosing for our stats, which I have to do each week, please
Yeah.
pick a team.
Please pick a team.
Well, I'd take the over though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. You're taking the over.
I'm taking the Chargers. So just gonna put
I'm going to take the
I'll
Chargers.
take the Chargers.
simple.
Yeah.
Chargers all that.
But I just think on the Falcons, the offense is playing well on the Falcons. They really are.
Yeah.
The defense is really lacking.
Yeah.
Right? Then on the Chargers, you've got an offense that is lacking in the receiver core at the moment because there's a lot of injuries. But still,
I
got Austin
think-
Eckler, still an elite offense.
Is Keenan Allen
I think
back?
Keenan Allen's
Keenan
back,
Allen is back.
Nice.
which is huge for my fantasy, to be honest.
So still a solid offense against a shit defense of the Falcons. Chargers defense pretty shit at the moment, pretty average. They got a lot of
Yeah.
injuries on the defense.
Yeah.
But I think it's better.
I think this is just going to be a pretty high scoring game.
Yep.
I'm taking the over on this. But if I had
Nice.
to pick a team, I'm taking Chargers.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay,
Appreciate it.
we're all going Chargers. on
No
that one.
worries.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it was always kind of said the Chargers are just kind of their season is kind of finished. They need to work out what they're doing for next year now.
You know when
and
they
the
peaked?
Falcons are just like this scrappy team that are still there. So good on them.
I think they peaked. The Chargers peaked when they released their schedule video.
Yeah, the
The
anime video.
anime
Yeah,
schedule
shit
video
banged,
was
yeah.
so good, but after that, downhill.
Absolutely. All right, now let's go to
Oh.
the Bills at the
I feel like
Jets.
this one might be an easy one.
7 a.m.
I highlighted both teams.
What does that mean?
It means I'm done
Taking
with what
the under.
Fuck's going on?
But
Yeah, I am actually. I am taking the under on this game. 12.5 is just huge. If they
huge.
can't beat the Packers by 10.5,
Yeah.
what makes me think they can beat the Jets
Yeah.
by 12
this
and
is,
a half?
This is really disrespectful to the Jets, to be honest.
Like, no, it's
It's quite, come on,
no,
12 and a half.
'cause-
It's
no. You know what it
disrespectful.
is.
What's that?
You know what it is.
What's that?
that's it.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas wants people to pick the Jets here. Because they saw how bad the Packers did, and they couldn't beat the Jets by 10.5. Let's put the Jets 12.5, and everyone's going to jump on the Jets because it's such great value. That's what they want you to think.
Right.
So I'm taking Bills minus 12.5. They're blowing out, winning by 20.
Yeah, I mean, look, your notes here, man. Like, they're the number one offense. They're the third defense. They're the best looking team in the NFL.
Yep.
I do like your other notes here. They were very disappointing in the second half of the last game. I
don't know if that's solely down to them though.
I don't know.
The
It kind of-
Packers defense showed up a lot in that second half.
It's true, but it also
No, I think
kind
it
of,
is. I think it is on the Bills.
It kind
they
of
look shit.
It kind of felt like they gave up. They were like,
Even in that first
we got a
half.
massive margin, and we're just gonna chill. And then if it
Yeah, true.
if it happens, we'll just turn back on again. In saying that though, if we switch to the Jets, actually no, sorry, go back to the Bills. Run defense. I just saw your note on it. Hugely disappointed. Yeah, the Packers had one
Yeah.
play
I
They
think
had
Bills are supposed to be
one-
one of the best run defense teams.
Yeah.
Hey, but
And they had-
Aaron Jones is good, you know?
No, absolutely.
I
Aaron,
mean-
Aaron Jones is the beast. I ain't denying that. But it was just like, okay, so what are the Packers going to do here? They passed it to Aaron Jones. Why haven't you stopped him yet? Like it was
Good O-line.
absolutely crazy. It was crazy. But any case, if we go over to the Jets, we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Zach Wilson be.
Every
the
week
team
we
doesn't
question
trust-
Zach Wilson's ability to lead the team.
Yeah, I think it is
Yes,
down to
there's
that.
better
Yeah.
words. I no longer question it.
No, he can't lead the team.
Yeah, I see your line and I agree with it. Zach Wilson is not the guy.
He's not. They tried. Hey, look, you know, they're obviously going to start off the rest of the season. Joe Flacco would do a better job as a starting
Yep,
QB.
I
You
think so.
reckon?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, I do.
Zach Wilson's
I feel
got-
like he's very hit or miss too sometimes.
You know,
Yeah,
Joe,
oh,
no, you know,
absolutely,
Joe Flacco's
absolutely, yeah.
he like leads the league in he's like third in the league behind Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and a certain stat about winning and passing and all
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
I can't remember the exact stat, but he's third behind Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Flacco's third because of the starts that he had.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's like a certain per game stat.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just think yes, he might have the games where he doesn't do incredible,
Hmm.
but I think his floor is a way higher floor than Zach Wilson.
I think it does come
I
down.
think
I think
Zach
Zach Wilson's
Wilson's low.
ceiling is higher than Joe Flacco's.
Maybe we haven't fucking seen it yet.
Yeah.
That is the
Zach
problem.
Wilson's floor is so fucking low. You don't know how low Zach Wilson's floor goes. He threw 3 picks against the Pats.
Yeah.
Yes, the Pats have a good defense, but
Well,
the Bills
I-
have a better defense.
Here's some of the things that I saw some of the highlights.
lead
Hey, the league they're in better
interceptions as a defense.
I think also when Flacco was in there, like a lot of the team around him was playing up to the fact
Yep.
that they were playing with a guy who's been there and done it, you know.
Yeah.
And I just think Zach Wilson doesn't have that leadership ability. He might have the talent eventually, and like,
Yep.
but I think in terms of leadership, which is what they need right now, he's not. He's not.
Elijah
there.
I think
Moore
my other big thing is
can't catch a ball because he's not getting thrown a ball. Yeah, you see this
Yeah.
shit about Elijah
Yeah, there's
Wilson?
a whole thing.
Elijah Moore, sorry.
There's a whole thing going
Yeah.
on, and that was the one of the takes from last week as well.
Yeah, but it's like but you see it came out this week. They talked about they
Yes.
asked him the
Yeah,
question. They were
yeah.
like, so what's up with your chemistry with Zach
Zach
Wilson?
Wilson,
Why, what's
yeah.
going on there? And he goes, well, I can't get a ball.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't get thrown. I don't even get thrown the ball. I don't know what's going on.
Basically, said what chemistry?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the big thing for Zach Wilson as well is yes, is the leadership. I think decision making. Like I saw one of the interceptions he threw, he was getting pressure, and so instead of just tossing it out or killing the play, just yeeted it. And it was just like, I mean, the Patriots was like, thank you, and just carried on. It was just like he has some really poor decision making. The tricky thing is in this league, he's in his second year.
Yeah.
Well, he got injured.
Injured,
for
so he didn't have a
year.
full first season.
So he didn't have a full first season. So he's in his
So Mike White was in.
Yeah,
for a
so he's
while.
in, let's say, his second
The
year.
guy
but-
at the
but it's-
time.
But it's 1.5 years or whatever it may be. We're very quick to be like, all right, get him out of here, But it's like he hasn't been there long, but just every time.
It's like Jameis.
It's
like
almost
Jameis-
hold on. You know who it's almost like? Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi.
I disagree.
Yeah, but this guy's trying to get rid of them already.
Yeah. No, I don't
I
understand.
I didn't want to get rid of them. They're just chilling on the bench.
Oh
They're-
my
they're-
God.
they're just there chilling with
I'm
Jacoby
not even going to
Brissett.
talk to you about that decision because I think that's the worst decision that's ever
I-
been.
I-
I will stand by this. That is the worst take on this podcast in the past 8. No, not 8 weeks. 6 weeks. We've been doing this.
6.
That is the worst take that you would bring in Jacoby Brissett and sit
Oh my
your
fucking God,
two
what's going
young
on?
QBs on the bench.
I
That is the worst take so far this year.
clarify, I did it as a bit of a bit. I don't actually want Jacoby Brissett on my team.
I said.
But-
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we'll jump to the next game because everyone's made the decisions. Bills by 12.5. Bills by 12.5. Bills by 12.5.
Is anyone taking it as a lock?
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't think you could. I don't think. I mean, to be fair, I took the Eagles as a lock.
Next,
that's
next
okay.
game, however, I might lock. To be honest, I like this game.
I don't.
The Naked Mole Rat took this as a lock.
Wow.
All right.
Yep.
And the game we're talking about is Vikings Commanders. Vikings are favorites by 3.5. Commanders are dogs plus 3.5. What do we think?
Commanders home game.
Commanders home game.
It doesn't matter. They're a shit. They've got a shit stadium. They're a shit
Yeah,
team.
they got a
Fuck
shit
the
stadium.
Commanders. I
Yeah.
don't care if they beat the Packers. Fuck them. Heineke, he didn't really do that well last week. Let's be honest.
I think he did solid. He didn't. Here's my thing. Yes, he didn't do insane. But you understand the Colts do have a good defense, and the most important thing is that he didn't lose that game for the team.
No.
Right.
But, like,
Yeah.
Zach Wilson lost that game for his team. You could say Josh Allen in a way, throwing those 2 picks.
Lost you
It
money.
lost you
My-
money.
yeah,
lost
yeah.
me money.
Yeah.
Lost you money, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's certain QBs that yes you look and go, hey look, that like he did a shit job, or he didn't do an incredible job. Oh my god, he didn't play insane.
I don't think he did shit. No, I just think.
But
he didn't.
I'm just saying, as a guy who was his second start of the year, I think he did what he needed to do. Made some clutch plays, made some clutch throws when he needed to. He didn't lose this game for them. The Commanders are shit, man.
Yeah, it's just all around kind
Yeah,
of
like
average.
The
we
defense
know.
is,
I think we know what the Commanders are, but we don't know what the Vikings are yet.
I wish they
Vikings are-
knew it. I wish the Commanders knew what they were a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, when they played the
Yeah, it would be nice.
when they played the Packers and you lost your luck and your money and your dignity.
stinky cheese.
Yeah, no, we were stinky cheese.
But yeah, but Vikings, they are the leader of their division right now. They
Who's in that division?
Packers,
Oh,
Bears,
Becky's
and
stinky
Lions.
cheese.
when I say it like that, it's not amazing. But they're the leader of their division. Are they? They're 6-1.
Yeah, it's 6-1. Yeah.
6-1.
Yeah.
And I mean, we talk about it every week. They got Justin Jefferson. They've got Adam Thielen, like Kirk Cousins. They've got all these pieces that are really.
I wouldn't put them up. I wouldn't put Kirk Cousins up.
No, but he's
Double-
solid. Though. He is
yeah.
solid.
But you talk about some of the other QBs we've talked about so far. Zach Wilson.
I think
Jacoby Brissett.
You know what? I think it takes back. It goes
Dalvin
back
Cook's
to the
been
whole.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes recently. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it goes back to the whole QBs not winning the game for your team.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not losing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their defense is fucking piss poor, and it's almost like he knows that because he's doing everything he can to not put the ball against his defense.
Yeah, yeah.
So he is
It is long play like
driving down the
long drives.
field and,
Yeah.
and like obviously he had big shots to Justin Jefferson and stuff like that. But I think he does what he needs to do to lead that team, and that's all he can ask for. And an interesting thing is the 6-1, right? The one team that lost to was the Eagles.
Yeah.
If you take away the Eagles game and you look at the other teams they played, they have won those other. So they've won their 6 games by 7.5 points average.
Oh, damn.
Right.
They've been winning their games by at least 7.5.
So those games where they played
Well, at least 7.5,
the Bears, Saints, Dolphins.
Yeah,
Mm.
like they have played
Cardinals.
They've played some tough teams. They are ranked 9th in points scored per game on average. Their defense is shit. It really is. But I don't think the Commanders are yet good enough to exploit that shit defense.
No.
So I think yes, they can do well against a bad defense. But the Vikings will do even better because the Washington defense isn't incredible and their offense is sick. So I'm taking Vikings minus 3.5. Paddy Mole Rat, the naked Mole Rat, that's his lock, and I'm putting a question mark. I might lock that too.
Yeah,
I've heard
I
of it, maybe.
might look that too.
Yeah, I've heard it maybe as well. Like, what's really interesting though, I'll just see your guys' opinion. If Taylor Heineke wasn't in, would we be having this much of a discussion, or would it just be Vikings all day? Does Taylor Heineke make that much of a difference? And it's kind of like, that's risky enough. You know,
disagree.
like-
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't
was
think so.
just curious. Because in my head, it's kind of like with him and I'm like, okay, they could, because the margin is only 3.5. They could, but I just was curious.
No, I don't
Need
think so.
bigger margin.
I don't
Need
think.
bigger
I think.
margin.
I think Wentz has the experience, and I think Wentz is a good enough QB to lead a team as well as Heineke can.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Heineke to maybe get settled in a little bit more, and then do some bit more flashy plays and make some bigger plays, and then we'll get to the point where I'm saying yes, Heineke with Heineke, and you have a better chance of winning in that
Or
team.
no,
yeah.
stinky cheese.
Or no stinky cheese.
Fair enough. Speaking of stinky cheese, we have the Panthers at the Bengals. Another 7 a.m. game.
some of your segues are just getting weird.
I hate
Because
this game.
both these teams are stinky cheese.
What do you
I hate
mean?
this game. That it is. What's bad when the Panthers are a shell of a team, trading everybody out.
Yep.
Barely have anything left in their team.
And the
Yeah,
margin's
players-
only
players-
7.5.
Recruiting
Then-
off the streets of Carolina.
Then they had to force overtime against the second worst defense in the league by a Hail Mary that got it there.
Yeah.
Walker looked okay.
Yeah.
The run game's doing well. They're the worst third down conversion rate in the NFL. and they're the 27th offense in general, and yet I'm still wondering whether I should take the Bengals minus 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah. Their
Is that like, I guess that's a dig against the Bengals as well too, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Their performance against the Browns was atrocious. Well, it was
It was horrible.
It was horrible.
It was sad to watch because I lost me fucking money.
Yeah, well, there's also that. But you and I were talking during the week. You would see, if we take the Bengals defense, right? You would see, Jacoby Brissett. He's just stumbling out of the pocket. They've just got some pressure on him. He's about to whiff this ball.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
Throws it wide open receiver.
Every time, they
every
zoomed
time.
in. They zoomed in. Obviously, the cameraman's working on the O line, the D line, and Jacoby Brissett, and we're watching that. I'm like, hell yeah, it's like 3rd and 7. We need to stop here, force a punt. That's sick, man. What a good stop by the defense.
Yeah.
And then he unleashes the ball. It pans away, and there's just like, not even like Donovan Peoples-Jones. Not a tier 1, tier 2 receiver.
Arms crossed and goes,
Yeah. He just jumps up, receives it.
That's all right. Yeah.
Has time to come down, turn around, and then go down because he knows the ball's at him.
Yeah.
I made my decision while I was taking a piss.
Nice. What was it?
It was that, in my mind, I see the Panthers going home after this loss here, forcing OT, right? They're thinking, wow, look at everything we've traded away. Look how shit our team is. We're garbage, right?
Yeah.
But guys, we did a good job forcing OT. We did a good job there. We put in heart.
Yep.
Hey, PJ, good throw by you. Hey, DJ, good catch by you. You know, that's saying.
Nice.
That's saying.
Yeah.
I like this team
good,
talk.
Yeah,
good
yeah.
game, guys. Good game.
Put some inspirational music.
We really did well out there. We gave it our all, and that's what we can count on. Hey, let's do the same thing next week, guys. Bring it in. Let's go. Panthers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Shell of a team.
Shell of a team.
And then you look at the Bengals lost against the Browns, and you think, man, what are they saying in their locker room? And they're just screaming that they didn't do good enough. Joe Barry's sitting there, got his headphones on for a whole week. He's just doing this. He's just listening to Gunner, just fucking just doing this.
He's wearing 4 LSU jerseys.
Yeah. He's got his own on. Then he's got Jamar Chase's on.
Yeah.
He's got Mixon's one. Where was Mixon go?
He didn't go LSU, so he's
No,
not
no,
wearing
no,
that
no,
one.
no.
He's got Henry Ruggs the third. He needs some killer
He
attitude.
didn't go to LSU either. He went to Bama. Yeah, that's where he went. Anyway, he's wearing.
Ruggs went to...
No, he went to Bama.
Ah.
Because that's the whole quote by Saban, and Saban's the
Oh,
one
yeah,
talking
that's
about that
true.
whole video.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that the Bengals after this loss are fucking pissed. They are fucking pissed about that loss.
Yeah.
And Joe Barrow is angry. And you know what happens when Joe Barrow gets angry and that Bengals team gets angry.
Yeah.
The next week they come out
Yeah.
and they shut shit down.
Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm taking Bengals minus 7.
Nice.
And a half.
I really like
And
it.
a half.
Dude, you've convinced me. I might maybe this.
Maybe lock this. I might maybe lock this.
Yeah, I might really like this.
I agree with the angry kitty, so I'm gonna go Bengals minus 7.5. But
Nice,
I'm not
dude.
sure about the lock either. So I'm
Yeah,
just-
wait, you want to maybe that too?
no, I'm just gonna leave it blank.
Okay, no, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Like in
That's fair.
that first
No,
time
you-
where I bought
you
in.
You've maybe
I've
locked
put
me.
I've put it on the wrong man.
But also, that must have been a very inspirational piss to think of all that in that
Look, you know
short.
what's crazy?
short
to me
amount
is
of
that
time.
my best thoughts, and it all happens during my bodily functions.
Okay.
Wow, man.
Well, not really, but just like taking a piss and in the shower. That's just every it
Wait,
happens every
what?
day.
Bodily functions are you
Well,
doing
no,
in
I'm
the
just
shower?
saying, my human like
You waffle stopping in the shower, dog?
no. The constant, does it every day. I shower every day. I pee sometimes every day.
I have. The thing is, I have seen him come back from a night drinking when it's like mid throw up, and he comes back and he's just like a different man. He's reinvigorated.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, man. During these like
like
human,
Jesus.
these common day exercises.
These human moments.
Exactly. I do my best thinking. I really do.
Okay, we'll use that big brain energy for
Yeah.
Raiders at Jaguars 7 a.m. game
Alright.
on
Yeah,
Monday.
this one's a bit rough.
I'm just
I
gonna
think
take a shit real quick.
it might require one. I don't know if I like this.
I love this, eh?
Why?
Where you going with it?
Give me Jags 1.5 all day.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, fuck, man,
Um,
I get it.
I do. I wonder though. Not really wonder. I do wonder a little bit though. What are they gonna need in that Jags team to get T-Law going?
Yeah.
He's just not quite there yet.
If you're a
And
Jaguars fan, you're pretty upset at the
being
moment.
a big
like,
Clemson fan that I am, and look at how dominating he was at Clemson.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yep.
Ran through. It was sick, dude. But I just like what are they? What do you think? 2 picks this game, 3 picks, something.
Man, I don't
It was
know.
it was 2 or 3 picks, I think. And it's just like what?
I reckon it comes down to coaching in that one.
But Doug Peterson.
Yeah, but I feel like Doug's not using him to the extent that he was used in college in terms of like allowing him to run a bit more, like just say like with what Josh Allen does. Like a lot of the time he gets to take off himself. I don't think Taylor gets as many options to do so.
He's not as solid though. He's not as solid as
Yeah, no, but like
No one's really.
He's got the
agree with
pace
what
and
you're
like
saying.
that.
I wonder whether it's the lack of wide receiver core. Yes, they have Christian Kirk. And Marvin Jones.
They
Even
paid a lot of
Marvin
money for
Jones
him.
has been very average. He was
Yeah.
average last year when they picked him up, and
Yeah.
he's been average this year.
Mm.
I do wonder, with Calvin Ridley, if Calvin Ridley was there tomorrow, I think maybe I
Yeah.
would take this, no doubt.
Would you gamble on it?
Yeah.
What? Exactly.
Would you gamble on it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would put money on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like Trevor Lawrence he's phenomenally
Great potential to be a
talented.
good
He
team,
is
huh?
insanely talented, and this Jaguars team has, as you said, great potential. But are we going to be saying the same thing in 3 years' time? Trevor Lawrence, he just needs 1 more year. But I do really think it's the pieces around him. I don't think you can go from being that good in college and have that steep of a drop off.
hey, Jameis Winston did Heisman winner.
Yeah, well, true. That's a really good point. Well,
Johnny Manziel did.
if we're confused about the Jags, let's go to another confusing team, the Raiders.
What the fuck is the Raiders? man?
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I put them in a multi.
Yeah, same.
To beat the Saints, just because I think this wasn't like a one I set on or shore on.
Yep.
I had a few iffy ones in there, but this wasn't one of the iffy ones I was thinking about.
No.
This wasn't one of the ones where I was looking at it thinking, oh, I wonder if this one's going to come through. I didn't take because I think they were favorites I think on this.
Yep.
By 1.5 last week.
Yeah, so I said, hey, look, I'm not even going to take the 1.5. I'll just take the Raiders to win.
Yeah.
Because I think they should be doing so.
Which doesn't make sense because in the actual picks last week, you picked the Saints.
Yes, I know. I got it right.
You got it right, but then I guess you lost money.
Well, no, here's
for
the
going
thing.
against
Here's the
it.
thing. I did what I kind of hedged my bets a little bit here because I
Right.
Right.
like in that same multi I had Giants to beat Seahawks. Just
Yeah.
like it was kind of a few games where I was like,
Terrible decision, eh,
I'll
Harry?
go against a few of my picks here.
Yeah.
Ones that I can see happening.
Yeah.
Right. So I picked Saints because that's what Mr. Vegas said I shouldn't do, so I
Mm.
did it. So I went with it, and then also I went the Seahawks. So I went, you know what? But the Giants could win, so I'll chuck that one in there too. But I wasn't expecting the Raiders one to. I was expecting to be more wrong about the Saints than I was about the Raiders.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Raiders, like, what the fuck is going on in the Raiders? The Raiders have so much potential, but then to get 0 points, against the Saints is baffling. Like, how? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
Who is? Yeah.
I just asked them to check the lighting because I realized it was getting quite dark.
Yeah. Loads all good.
I think it was bumps so high on there.
No,
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying about the Raiders, like I don't get it. To lose is one thing. To get 0 points on the board is another.
Who was they got shut out by the Pats a couple of weeks ago?
Was
Jags.
Jag-
Was it Jags? Jags, Pats. Pats shut out somebody. Who was it? It was the Jags.
Let me have a look.
Oh yeah. My point is.
was it the Bears?
No,
No.
Bears.
No, Bears
pretty
beat them.
sure.
Bears moved it back.
Wasn't it
Oh, it was
Jags?
Lions.
Lions?
It was,
Yeah.
Like, there's a few teams.
That was in week 6.
There's a few teams. Realistically, there's a few teams that you should stay away from.
Sure.
After 8 weeks of football, you can see
Yep.
what's happened. There's a few teams that you should not bet on. One of them is Raiders.
Yep. Yeah.
Colts
Ra-
is another one. Do not touch the Colts. I would not touch the Colts.
Don't touch the
No.
Falcons.
I wouldn't really touch the
Not
Falcons
now.
either. Jags, to be honest, I'd probably stay away from them for a little while until they can show their actual potential and doing
Sure.
well.
Yeah.
There's a few teams, and the Raiders are one of those teams. I
Yeah.
fucking hate this. I'm taking Jags plus 1.5.
I'm taking Jags too. My thing is, you remember last week when I was like, oh, Cardinals until they lose? That's kind of how I feel about the Raiders. I was like, oh,
What, so you're going against the Raiders until they win? Didn't you take Raiders last week? Were you
yes,
saying-
yeah. 'Cause
He
I
did.
took
He
Raiders
did.
last week,
And-
and I took Raiders
Oh,
the week
so you're
before.
saying- so you're
So
gonna take-
I think they've burnt me now. As I said, if it was a Raiders loss, I wouldn't feel as bad. But it was the Raiders put up 0 points with Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs against the Saints
Yeah, man.
with Andy Dalton.
This is true.
It's
Yeah.
insane, bro. It's absolutely insane.
I was honestly going to jump the other way, but Keith has just convinced me. Like, like after
think,
like
yeah.
the pieces they've got,
Yeah.
and to put up 0 points against a Saints team who has again been pretty iffy. But
Yeah.
obviously last week Kamara turned up. Like, there's a whole
Yes,
bunch of
yeah,
factors
yeah.
that just
I
work.
think- yeah.
It did work last week.
Yeah.
But I agree, the Raiders have been absolutely ass. So I'm going to go
I think
Jags
a big,
plus
yeah,
1.5.
I think a
I
big
feel
thing
good.
here-
I never get to convince anyone of anything.
I think a big thing
You're welcome,
here,
dog.
That.
if one running back, right? So like Kamara last week against the Raiders.
Yeah.
To do with actually running wise, he didn't do too well. Like he did okay.
Yeah.
But him out of the backfield as a receiver, he did insane.
Yes.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really all the
Absolutely
screens and all the
insane.
small
Yeah,
passes they
yeah,
did.
yeah.
But and if there's any receiver or any running back that you're gonna like to Kamara, it's Etienne. They
Sure.
play almost the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
way
Yeah,
in terms of out of
yeah.
the backfield and as
Yeah.
a runner receiver and like the patience wise and speed and all that sort of stuff.
I got a couple now, I guess. You've got like Debo, Aaron Jones is saying there's about
I'm
the
saying
format
running
of the
back.
running back has changed.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm saying because you got running backs like JT, then you got running backs like Kamara, then
Yeah.
you got running backs like Henry.
Sure.
I'm saying
Henry's
one
old
that
school.
fits in the same category as Kamara is Etienne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he can also demolish this Raiders team. And the Jags defense is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Don't mind them.
I
Don't
think
mind
the- I have less questions for the Jags, but in any case, let's move on.
Jags.
Jags, Jags.
We're back to agreeing again. The last 4,
Yeah.
5,
So now-
5 we've all agreed on.
Oh.
So speaking of agreeing,
Here's gonna be a trick.
let's all agree on this one.
So Dolphins at the Bears, 7 a.m.
Bears are plus
Alright.
5.
Bears are plus 5.
Let's go to the
We're
weekly
doing
segment. Ooh, take it away. How good is Primo Gino?
Wait, what?
What?
He's
You're
not.
on the
It's,
wrong
it's
game.
the
Wrong
game. You're on the wrong. I like you. Looked at me. I'm like.
I was like,
I know what this is.
I was like, I thought I had it. Honestly, I scrolled too
I
far.
was like, wondering, like, is this the conspiracy segment or
this-
is this
no,
the
this is-
bandwagon segment? Or
This is heat stroke. It's kicking in. I
What
should
signal are you
should be
on
in a
now?
cold bath.
Okay.
So like we were saying, speaking of agreeing all on one team here.
Speaking of agreeing all on one segment.
Yeah, no, how good
How good are the
Dolphins?
Bears?
What?
Plus 5?
Bears
Give me the Bears
Bro,
plus
this
5
one is
all day.
Tricky, bro. This one is tricky.
Who the Dolphins just beat?
Let me have a look. Or do you already know and you were setting me up?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The Dolphins just bit.
Dolphins just bit the lines.
Why am I getting 5 R?
The Dolphins just bit the lines. Luckily,
It's getting 5 facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
luckily by 4
Yeah.
because the margin was minus 3.5.
Fuck!
So my lock hit, and I'm not exactly mad.
I'm annoyed by that.
I was
Because
happy.
Mr. Vegas told me to take the Dolphins. So
Oh,
I took
wow.
the Lions.
That's right.
Wow.
You're the one out of the
Wow.
3 that took.
And,
I took the
Uh,
Lions this week too, man.
Not this
no, the last
I know,
last
I
week
know,
was an
just
issue.
trying to relate.
I love the Bears here, eh? I love the Bears here.
You love the Bears here.
Yeah, I love the Bears here.
Against the Dolphins minus 5.
The crazy thing with me is the Bears are definitely doing better, right?
Yeah.
The Dolphins are just also good as well. So it's kind of tricky because I want to take the Bears because they're kind of on this upward momentum, but I just don't trust it against the Dolphins. So I'm going Dolphins.
Hey, fair enough, man.
The fact it is kind of scary that the fact that they only won just by 4 against the Lions last week.
I mean,
You know,
like
but you know what, dog? Go for the Dolphins.
you got
Yeah, I'll take the
Dolphins.
minus 5.
Do I change this?
This might be the trickiest game of the week.
Um,
Let's talk some stats, right? So while you're thinking, Tua threw for almost 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. They are scoring about 22 points per game, but their defense is kind of trash, and they're allowing 24 points per game, which is why the Dolphins look scary when they play. You have this outstanding offense, which is awesome to watch. You got Tua, Waddle, Gridsicki,
Hill.
and of course Hill. But then it gets to the defense, and it's a really, really hard watch. Now let's move over to the Bears. The Bears they were arguably one of the worst teams. It was like them or the Texans. But each week, surprisingly getting a little bit better. And now they've just added Chase Claypool. Now, we spoke at the start of the show,
boy.
maybe on our bonus episode.
Epichode?
We don't love Chase Claypool.
No,
But we like him
at the Bears.
at the Bears. We like him at the Bears.
All right, you've
But-
convinced me. I'm taking the Bears.
On the other side, though, the Dolphins
no.
the Dolphins have just improved their run game because they've added Chase Edmonds.
of course.
So they've got Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds in the backfield,
And Jeff Wilson.
and Jeff Wilson.
And I sound like a transformer.
Yeah.
The one thing you're missing is that the Dolphins are one of the worst teams against pass. And I think with a QB like Justin Fields, you know what's funny? As much as I don't
Yeah, but
like
what,
Justin
so now
Fields,
they've got so now they've got 2 people to throw to, and like that's enough for you.
yeah, as much as I don't like Justin Fields, he causes so many problems for defenses.
Yeah.
Because of
'Cause he
his,
moves.
he just moves
Yeah.
left and right. He just keeps running left and
Yeah,
right from
yeah.
sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
I like the Bears. I'm taking Bears +5.
Yeah,
I do think
man.
the Dolphins will probably win this, but I like the Bears +5.
Yeah, I think
I'm
for me
taking
also as well, the
Dolphins
+5
-5.
is a hard one.
No.
It makes me want to change. The +5 makes me want to change. Maybe.
Change what?
To the Bears. It's too late now. We move on to the next game.
Change to the Bears. What do you mean? I'm already on the Bears.
Hey, speaking of changing, we're going to change down our favourite segment that we haven't introduced at all before. How good is Primo Gino?
Man, Gino is fucking awesome, dude. Like, did you watch him last week? And what a leader as well. You know what? Funny, I saw a thing.
What a leader as well.
I saw a thing. You know, like, when Tyler Lockett dropped that catch, and he goes, brother. That's how he talks.
Gino and Black Man.
That's how he talks. Brother, I seen you dropping catches, boy. No, I'm sorry. No, but I think he's sick. I saw a thing and I was talking about how Russell Wilson, like at another team, right, is doing as bad as he is, and you can blame the coaches and you can blame a lot of things about it.
Yeah.
But then they're saying, oh, you know, maybe that takes him out of the. Maybe he wasn't a good QB. Maybe he wasn't as good as we're talking about. And I say nay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say nay. Maybe instead of looking at that and instead of taking things away from Russell Wilson, because he was very good.
Yep.
How about instead of doing that,
Thanks, Russ.
instead of doing that, how about you put a bit more respect on Gino's name?
Yeah.
Don't look at that and say, oh, well, actually, no, Russell Wilson wasn't as good as we thought. No, he still was, because he did put up the numbers he put up and he did play as well as he did.
Yep.
How about you just say, wow, Gino can actually do all that Russell Wilson did, not in the same way, a bit of a different way, but still put up fucking numbers, make throws he shouldn't be making, and completions. Man, he's sick. That's how sick Primo Gino is.
It's
That was a longer segment than
That was
last
a very long
week.
segment. Yeah. So I don't disagree with any of that. I think Gino actually makes that offense work better than Russell Wilson has in the last
agree.
couple of years. Yeah, it's a really good team from top to bottom now. Pete Carroll got the flag for celebrating too hard. Did you see that?
Off the sideline.
It's just really cool. They're a team that everyone kind of was just like, all right, we'll talk about you in a few years' time when you get your shit together.
Yeah.
But they've got their shit together, and it makes it really interesting. Yeah, I mean, we've got some notes here. They played well against the Giants, but they got lucky with a couple of fumbles.
Yeah.
But that's kind of about
That's football,
It's
you
kind
know
of
what I'm
football,
saying,
right?
like,
Like,
football.
They're just a really, really good team, and I'm excited to probably see them in a playoff run. If I'm being honest,
Yeah, man.
with how they are now. Speaking of playoff runs, the Cardinals are not going to get to one.
You know, I hate this matchup, So we talk about who it is. So Seahawks at Cardinals. Cardinals, this is where I hate this, because Cardinals are -2 favorites.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that I hate this, right, because let me run over Cardinals real quick.
Sure, yeah,
As
yeah.
bad as they looked recently, they're looking good. D-Hop being back looks good. Collar did still throw 2 interceptions, but D-Hop comes back. He's a leading receiver by miles. They're allowing 26. You can't look into the points per game so much because obviously they're very different now to how they were 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty good against the run, but not the pass. They're bad against the pass. And the reason that this game and this betting on this scares me is because this is a prime example of what Mr. Vegas warns me about. I'm serious.
I was expecting this to go somewhere.
It is going somewhere.
It is. I mean, it is.
It's going somewhere.
Have your
all the way to
music.
Vegas, brother.
Because if you look at it on surface level, you go Seahawks just beat the Giants.
Yeah.
Cardinals just lost to Vikings.
Yep.
Right? The Giants were a previous top 7, top 5 team. They looked good.
Yep.
They really were.
Yep.
Right? No one really expected the Seahawks to win that. And now they've got the Seahawks after that game beating them and
As
the
the
Cardinals game
underdogs.
losing.
Yeah.
Now they still have the Seahawks as underdogs and the Cardinals at home as well. At home,
Yeah.
as -2. That is asking. That is absolutely asking for people to jump on the Seahawks here.
And guess what?
What?
I ask, how high? I jump to the Seahawks, and I maybe lock it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm taking this. I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm not going to lock this because this is what I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to take the Seahawks here.
No.
I'm not supposed to take.
This is a conspiracy.
You know what?
keeps
You know
going.
what? I'm gonna listen to Mr. Vegas, or not in the way
You're
you
going to
want.
listen to what him.
I'm gonna listen to what
Creed's
he's telling me not to
interpretation
do.
of Mr. Vegas.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I'm going Cardinals -2.
Hey, look. If
Going
I could, I
Cards,
would.
okay.
You know, if I could, I would.
That's
but
fair
I
enough.
can't.
That's
I
fair.
can't.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, I do think it is one of the riskier games of the week,
Yeah.
just because of like how I feel like.
I think the Seahawks are still a little bit unproven. You don't
And
know how high
I
they
think
can jump.
currently I feel like they're on the same plane in terms of how they're performing. Like even though the Cardinals might have had like a shit week last week, like overall with D Hop back and the way they've been progressing, it is going to be very much
Yeah, I get you.
blow for blow. I think this one.
My last point for this one
Hey, count me in.
is...
You know what I'm saying?
What are we counting?
What are we
Are
counting
we
in?
counting it?
With blow for blow.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Just me?
Yeah. My last point with the Cards was I said I'd take him until they lost.
Yeah.
And they lost, so I don't take him anymore.
Ah, fair enough.
Them and the Raiders are in the bin.
Fuck him.
I got 3 categories now.
Raiders,
The G-
Cardinals. How about them Desert Boys?
They are both Desert Boys.
I call them
Cactuses.
No, don't go there.
Cacti.
I think.
no. I was gonna say I call them Jawas. Fuck them Jawas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
What did you guys?
No.
Nah, yeah.
No,
Nothing.
Jawas.
Jawas.
away from them desert Jawas.
Yeah.
I'm staying away.
Yeah, sand Jawas.
Sand
Sand
Jawas.
Jawas, bro.
Because that's where they live in the desert.
Okay.
Desert.
And I'm staying away from
Yeah.
them. Oh,
Go-
turbans on their head.
All right, we're gonna move away from
We gotta
the
move
desert
away,
as
yeah.
far as far as possible. We're gonna
Okay.
go
How
LA, Florida.
Nice. To
Yeah,
the
let's
water.
go.
Yeah. One. Alright.
Sorry about the change of camera.
Oh, yeah, good
We're
point.
poor. Can't afford a camera that lasts more than 30
Hey,
minutes.
we gotta sort-
It has a battery life of an hour and
Yeah.
a half.
Yeah.
We're gonna sort.
If you want to
games,
donate
right?
to us, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell my camera to buy 3 shitty
Buy a
cameras.
brown envelope, write your name on it, and our address.
Yeah.
And also send a photo. We'll put you up there. We'll just put it. We'll make it as big as possible.
Help.
Yeah.
Help
Put a
us.
photo
Help
of
us
your
buy a
face.
new camera.
That's good. That's good. We'll put it on the back of the computer.
No, just everywhere.
We'll
On the screen.
put it on our face.
No. No.
And moving on, so Rams at the Buccaneers. It's the 10:25 Monday game, and the point spread is 2.5. Rams
Wow.
are
I mean,
underdog.
I hate this.
I don't like these teams. Just in general.
Because I really want to like the Bucks.
Yep.
I agree.
And they
Yeah.
have shown moments, even last game, they've shown moments
Yep.
when they are doing really well, when they're a good team, when they get, and there's a big thing that everyone keeps talking about, and I've seen it with my own eyes, I saw it last week, when they get the RPOs going. RPOs only work when you have a run game. Because the safeties and the linebackers, they don't fall for RPOs when they know you're not going to fucking hand it off.
Yeah.
When they know there's no run game, they're not going to give a fuck. And they
Yeah.
sit as high as they want. When the RPOs are happening, when they're falling for the fakes, that's when it opens up spaces for Godwin, Evans, Brait, whoever they got out there, right? Julio Jones. And Brady can capitalize on that.
Yep.
As much as they're doing shit, I really still do not think, I've said this every week, that Brady's the problem. I don't think that, you put him in a lot of different teams. Put him in the Giants, he will excel. Put him in Seahawks, he will do well.
Take
Put
it back to the Pats.
Put him in the Pats, he'll do
Yeah.
well. Put him in the Packers, he'll probably still do well. Like,
Do you know how wild that lineup would be? Bailey Zappi, Mac Jones,
Shut up.
Jacoby Brisket, Tom Brady.
No, fuck they're averaging 2.7 rush yards a carry. That's the fucking problem.
It's sad.
Yeah.
eh?
That is.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Well-
Sorry, I think there's like 6 categories of rushing. There's like how many times you rush per game, how many yards you get per rush, how many touchdowns are scored per rush. There's a certain amount of
There's like yards
stats.
after contact
Yards
too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different stats that I was looking at least the ones I was looking at.
Yeah.
they're at least 31st or 32nd
Yeah.
in all 6 of the categories that I was looking at in terms of rushing.
Yeah.
That is the reason that this team cannot get anything done. It's sad.
Where do you think that's coming
It's
from?
sad.
Like, because Battleship Lenny is the nickname, right? Because he's old, trusty, faithful. Is he?
I'll tell you.
Yep.
I'll tell you where it's coming from.
Okay.
And I say this, I've just realized that this kind of like recently in terms of the magnitude of how much it really means.
Yep.
And that's O-line.
Sure,
I really,
sure. Oh, it's-
I've
yeah.
always thought it means a lot. Like no doubt, right? I never
Yeah.
understated the O-line.
But not until you've been really getting into it. Yep.
Until I've seen the difference between a good O-line and a bad
Yep.
O-line, and the same team year to year, good O-line, bad O-line.
Yep.
That you realize
I mean,
half the running backs production, not even the running backs fucking fault.
and if,
or like
if
you
we
know,
if we're talking about the O line and we're talking about the Buccaneers, the biggest thing, right? You're seeing Brady pissed off all the time, and it is that O line.
because they're all new guys that have come in.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of maybe I think there's one rookie with Tristan Wirfs, and then they've got a bunch of other guys that have come in
Yeah,
that are their first year at the
Yeah.
Bucks,
Yeah.
and it's just like I don't know if it's because they are not good enough,
Yeah.
or because they haven't had enough time together, or what it is.
Yep.
But that O line and not having a run game is the sole problem of this Bucks defense.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean,
I am
it's-
about Bucks team. Sorry,
I think for me, like if we kind of switch to the Rams, right? It's the same thing for me for the Rams every week. They have Grayson's just took the Rams. I'll say my point. I'll see if you say.
Yeah, no, it's
but it's the
fine.
same point every week. The Rams have Matt Stafford, maybe slightly injured. If we want to give him an excuse about his performance,
most QBs are
right?
slightly injured.
This
though,
is
these
good.
days.
This is a good point. Matt Stafford and
Cooper Cup.
oh, sorry, yeah, Matt Stafford. Yeah, Cooper Cup and Tyler Higbee. I guess we'll throw him in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then that's the Rams.
Every now and again, Skoranek.
Yeah, as Skoronek's a great.
Oh, first touchdown score. Here's what I told Harry about this, right?
Did you say this on the pod last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah,
did. And
yeah.
you know what happened? The ball got thrown past him by this much. In the first touchdown drive by any team.
It's the elbow.
Huh?
Matt Stafford's elbow.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He almost had it. He was this close to
Oh,
having the first
man.
touchdown of the game.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. So like the Rams, I don't have much to talk about because
He's
every
getting sacked a lot.
every time they play,
Yeah.
the same thing happens.
They look like shit.
They look like absolute garbage.
They're
It
the
is,
30th
I think it's like
30th
how,
offense.
I think it's going to be one of those things like how shit is your O line against how shit is my O line, and whoever has the worst O line is going to lose the game.
You look at points per game scored, right? The Bucks are scoring 18 points per game. Okay, well the Rams are scoring 17.
Yeah.
Even fucking worse.
Yeah.
Two horrible scoring
What-
offensive.
like, what you say about the O line versus O line, I kind of disagree. Yeah, that's going to be a pivotal point. But if they're both shit, they cancel each other out, right? Then who does Brady have? Well, one, Brady is better than Stafford, and Brady has Mike Evans. I was going to say just a second.
He's vigorously writing with a
He is vigorous,
highlighter. I
right.
don't like that.
But you know, he's got Mike Evans. He's got Julio Jones if he's healthy. He's got
Godwin.
Godwin.
Got Brait when
He's
he's
got
healthy.
Brait, and Brait's fine. And then you once again, then you go over to the Rams. You're like Matt Stafford, throwing to Cooper Cup, and then he's and I've run out of people. Skoranek.
You know what I just realised?
I don't know. They traded. Oh no, Cam Akers is on
I'm
the bench.
taking. So here's my thing. I'm taking Bucks minus 2.5, just because at this point you can take either one. I don't think it really matters.
Right.
I'm not. Don't bet on this game. Do not bet on Rams or
Yeah,
Bucks plus
yeah.
minus here.
I'm going Bucks.
But we
I
should
think-
bet on
Okay.
it's the under. I just realised
Oh,
we're talking
right.
about two teams that
Yeah.
get nothing going on offense.
Yep.
Two of the worst offensive teams,
Yeah.
and two
That's not a
teams
bad
that have
idea.
a solid
That's not a
defense.
bad idea.
A solid defense.
Yeah,
Yep.
Donald, Ramsey, you
Yep.
got a whole unit
Yeah,
back
yeah.
there. It's
And
good.
then, and then
Yeah.
that Bucks offense, I think, is the top 10 defense still. So,
That Bucks offense is a top 10 defense still.
Bucks defense is the
Okay,
top 10
sweet.
defense.
Yeah.
He knew what he
Um,
meant.
Yeah.
Only allowing 18 points per game
Yeah.
on average.
Yeah.
So,
It's too bad that that's all that they can put up per game as well.
well, that's the thing. Like, it
Yeah.
is crazy to see that such a bad offense that can do nothing, averages
Yeah.
2.7 carries, 2.7 yards per carry,
Yeah.
is putting up the same amount of points as the teams that are playing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if anything here, I'm taking the under. That's me personally.
That's nice. I might get your overs and unders at the end and just do like a bit
I'll
of a
let you
multi
know.
going
I'll let
on.
you know.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, let's move on to the next game. I think that's been said. Oh, were you still taking the Rams, Greg?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the
I mean, to be
Rams.
honest, take
Yeah,
anyone.
fair
I
enough.
think
I'll take the Bucks.
that
Take
run
anyone.
defense is going to be enough to force them to do that pass game, and I think that Rams defense with like Ramsey and a couple of the other factors might be enough to slow them
Yeah,
down.
sure. Absolutely.
Bet on
Yeah.
the field goals. Hey, bet on the field goals.
Probably, yeah,
Over
yeah.
5.5.
So
Yeah.
who's the what was the Matt Prater and
Suck
then
up.
Suck
Yeah,
up
Suck
and
Is he still there?
well it would be Suck Up and Gay, wouldn't it? Is
Yeah,
Matt Gay
Suck Up
still
and
a,
Gay.
yeah?
That's
not what I wanted to say. No.
let's
Right.
go.
Hey,
Next,
sometimes you just gotta suck up and gay, you know.
nice. Next game, the 2:20 on Monday is the Titans at the Chiefs.
Hold on, let me just go back to that Bears Dolphins game real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Take us back.
Yeah, take us.
Just
yeah.
real quick, just nothing more than a couple seconds here. To be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
keep it brief.
You keep
Yes,
it real
please.
quick. This is the Dolphins, the Bears.
I'll just round this up.
the game.
Okay.
I'll just round this up real quick. So-
just a couple of bullet points.
Just a couple, just one actually, just one bullet
bullet
point
point.
that I should have talked about when we
you
were talking about
put
it.
a
but
pin in it earlier. You're taking the pin
I'm
out.
taking
This
Yeah,
intro is
now you're
taking longer than the
talking
actual
about
point. Let's go.
I'll take the over on this. Bears defense horrible. Dolphins defense against the pass horrible. Two offensive teams that could ball out a little bit here.
Yeah.
I'll take the over.
Okay, thanks for that.
Send
Thanks for that, Coach Greg.
Send me that in our Slack.
I'll send that. I'll send in the what?
In the Slack message, because you know how like, businesses have Slack.
Yeah, my work
Yeah,
does.
Your work does.
Yeah, we've got Slack.
Yeah, yeah, no, we're a professional company, so there's Slack.
All right, Titans, Chiefs. Titans are underdogs by 12.5. Chiefs are favorites by 12.5.
I fucking hate this.
That's
eh?
It is massive.
I hate this, but
massive.
also I'm taking Chiefs by a million. Fuck the Titans.
Wow.
I don't know, man.
Actually, you know what? Hold on,
don't
give me a second
know,
here. Give me a second here.
man.
Give me a second here. I take that back.
Malik Willis is out. You've
I take
got
that back.
Tannehill back in.
You're right. I take that back. I'm not taking Chiefs by a million here.
I'm
I'm taking Chiefs by a billion.
He had me.
Yeah, he
He
did.
had me.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about this game, to be honest. I am also going to jump on the Chiefs minus 12.5.
Fucking suck.
As much as Henry got it going last week, the Chiefs are real good against the run, and that's going to be enough to
Actually,
stop
they're
them.
not. They're actually not.
Why did you write it down then?
I said. Wait, what did I say?
Subpar defense, third best against
Oh
run.
yes. Sorry, no. I take it back. No, they are. They are.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
They
I was
are
like,
very good against the run.
first of all, I'm pretty sure I
Their
saw it on a podcast
their
too.
defense is subpar.
This really, speaking of subpar,
So if you look at the
speaking of
surface level-
speaking
Okay.
of subpar
So if you look at the
defenses-
surface level, it's pretty subpar.
yeah, well, speaking of subpar defenses, can we just
I
take
wasn't
it back to
finished
the
yet. I wasn't
Dolphins Bears
finished.
game?
I wasn't.
So,
I was
and the
finished.
Dolphins Bears game. No, okay, you weren't finished.
So the Dolphins Bears game. What I would do is
No, actually, I'm going to do something for Kev. I'm just going to Ryan his choice for him.
What's he taking?
He's taking the Chiefs, brother.
No, Kiefer would take the Titans
I
here.
think I'm taking the Titans.
Yeah, he would.
No, you know why?
Why
That's
am I
what-
doing that?
That's what Miss Vegas told you. The Titans just won their game by 7.5. Oh my god, they can come within 12.
I think they can come within 12, man.
Yeah, you
I think
target
they can
audience.
come within 12.
He's the target
I
audience.
am. I'm the audience man keeper
He's
this
sucking
week.
on the teat of Mr. Vegas, and I see it. It's disgusting.
It's all over his face.
Whoa.
I suck hard. I suck off exact.
Suck up and gay.
Yeah, I mean, Malik Lewis. He gone.
Bears is for Kiefer.
All right.
Ryman
All right.
Hammerhill is in. Yeah, in any case, I'm going to take the Titans, be a big contrarian. I do. think-
32 carries, 219, 2 touchdowns. How many times did that happen? Once against the last game.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Against the,
It doesn't. It
against
does
against
not.
who again?
The last game.
The
Is it
Texans.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
So it's not going to happen against the Chiefs. I'm sorry.
Malik Willis completed 6
He's
passes.
not in. He's not in. He's,
It doesn't
it's Riley
matter.
It doesn't
Tannehill.
matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what his name is.
This is tricky.
Yeah, well, you've already locked. You've already.
I haven't locked it.
I mean, you haven't
I'll
locked it,
take
but you put it
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Last game, week 9, final game of the week.
Ravens at the Saints.
Ravens and Saints.
Oh, you know what?
2:15
The,
Tuesday.
The mole rat. See, funny enough, I hate this game. I hate this game.
And what does the Morad
Yeah, I
think
hate
Mole
about
rat
this game?
locked this game.
Wow.
What did he lock?
He locked Ravens minus 2.5.
Against us. Oh,
No.
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 I think the Ravens look so.
I should be having
average
words
right
with
now.
him.
It is crazy how average the Ravens look.
Yeah.
And the Saints are looking solid. They're not playoff caliber team, but they look solid.
Do you know if Mark Andrews is back?
He was back last week.
They just
Oh,
haven't
wow.
been using him.
That's how much he was back.
Wait, what team was it? Was it Ravens? Sorry, there was a team. What are you shaking your head about?
Mark Andrew got injured last week.
No, that's the thing. They had 3 players that came into last week. I think it was Gus Edwards, Mark Andrews,
Yeah, Gus Edwards went out.
and someone else. They had 3 players. They were questionable, right? Questionable coming in. They decided to play all 3 of them. All 3 of the players they went in with decided to play.
Yeah.
All 3 of those players went out injured
Right.
during the game, and didn't come back in as well.
So both were you guys were right.
Those
Yep.
2 guys.
Yeah.
What happened?
You were right, and
What'd I do?
producer Harry was right.
What did I say? When?
Anyway,
going back to the Bears Dolphins.
Yeah,
I wouldn't lock any of this shit.
No.
I wouldn't lock this
No.
game. No.
I don't even know who I'm going to take. I think I'm going to go Saints.
Offense is the average of the Saints, but yet they're fucking doing sick. They're ranked 5th now.
Why does it say Bills by $1 million at the end of your notes on the Saints?
It's just a reminder of like
it doesn't-
anytime the
yeah.
Bills show up.
It doesn't.
it says it on.
It does on here.
Says on the
Then one of you guys
digital
put it on there.
Look,
Look, my copy, the hard copy, the physical copy, doesn't.
I don't know, bro. It's there. Also, the one that was on here also had the last week's game, the Bengals Browns game, still at the bottom.
copy. Wow. This guy's getting sloppy.
I got rid of it, but
This guy's getting sloppy. He's too busy.
Fuck you! I'm a kid. You know when we started the shit, these notes were supposed to be just for me. Like I wasn't even gonna when we first started this podcast, I wasn't
Yeah.
even gonna. These notes were for me.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to beat you guys,
Yeah.
and thanks to me,
I'm the #1 NFL analyst in New Zealand.
I mean,
And
I was
with
about
the-
to say
with
it.
the-
honestly,
the most
I would
popular
make notes,
segment.
but I'm spending 10 hours in the sun getting
What the
burnt
fuck do you think I do?
in a workshop on a computer,
Different.
writing notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spend a lot of my day not working.
I write mine on a little pad, and
I'm taking Ravens -2.5. Don't bet on it though.
You going
Even though they're
Ravens?
all
I'm gonna
rated.
go Saints because they beat the Cards, and I decided I don't
Fuck
like the
this
Cards
game, man.
anymore.
I'm staying away from this game.
Yeah.
I hate this game, dude. This shit, dude. I fucking hate this game.
All right. I want you to give me a sentence as to why I'd bet on either team.
Okay. All right, because we're going against each other.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's cool. That's fun.
I'm gonna play the audience
So what did you say?
card.
You said Saints. So I got
Yeah.
to give a reason for why to bet on the Ravens.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My one is strange game, stay away.
Right. You haven't.
Sorry.
No, you take your shots. Give it.
I got to see it somewhere. Kibby, you go first. I got
Yeah. So mine is Bills by $1 million.
Oh, here
Alright.
it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, if so, we're going
Grayson,
Saints.
I got mine. The offense is still solid and the defense has struggles. Can't
I'm
seem
stick-
to win a game by much.
Well,
This is a run-on.
I asked.
Actually,
I asked for one sentence. Kiva gave me a
Oh, you
sentence,
go.
and
I
I
got
agree
one,
with
I
said
got
sentence, so I'm going Saints.
not sure what to think of Ravens. Have I got you?
Hold on. The weird thing is, I think I have the same sentence.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Saints.
but why
plus
does it
2.5.
Saints? Why'd you write mow their offense? Dude, that's so strange of you. Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Lamar looks like Lamar.
I'm sticking with Saints. Sorry, buddy.
What if I told you have some good run game going?
Alright,
Hold on. Just to convince you a bit more.
I did ask for one sentence. but
Yeah,
this
well,
is
we got
cool.
multiple sentences. Starting QB. Andy Dalton.
Yeah, no, I'm sold. Yeah.
What if I told...
Wait. Backup QB.
James Winston. Yeah. Okay.
What if I told you
Yeah.
that Michael Thomas is out? Did I sway you?
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not
no.
done.
Oh.
But I'm not done.
God.
Oh. Package stinky cheese.
Okay. On that note,
Did I get ya?
no. On that note, I'm
Did I
picking
get
the
ya?
Saints, and we're gonna
Cut
take
to an air
our
break.
2-minute break to look at our locks, and we'll come back to you.
Alright, well hurry the fuck up.
Look,
Alright, welcome back,
Sorry.
welcome back.
Or do you want to cut to you? What you say? Welcome back.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. So Harry got a follow.
Welcome back. Good to have everyone here. We're back. We're doing the locks. Would I start? We'll send it over to Grayson. Grayson, give us your 3 locks.
All right. I may be glowing, but I'll be glowing more next week when my locks hit. So my first. Yeah, I got that one. My first lock is going to be the Packers at -3.5 of the Lions. I think
yeah.
it's going to be
Okay.
it's going to be a
I
good
like
game.
that, I like that.
Second lock, I'm going Chargers -3 against the Falcons, and my third lock,
Okay.
I am going Vikings -3 over the Commanders.
Nice.
Those are my 3 locks.
Nice. I like all those. Hi. My locks are I am taking the Eagles and Texans. Go for the Eagles. It's a big margin, but I reckon they can do it. Following on your lead, I'm going for Vikings and Commanders. I reckon the Vikings got this. Now, I was gonna go the Bengals 7.5 over the Panthers, but the Bengals burnt me. I ain't trusting them this week. I want to see how they go. So I'm gonna take Seahawks over Cardinals +2.
Ooh, give me
Primo
that.
Gino.
Give me
Yeah,
that.
man, Primo Gino. You've heard the segment.
Un momento, por favor. Alright. Me first pick. Me goes with. Me feel good about this one. Me goes Eagles, 13.5.
Oh, you're going
13.5?
it. You said you weren't going it. You
I
said
thought
you
it was
got rid
12.
It is. It's 12 on our sheets.
Alright, fuck it.
No, it's 13 on our sheets.
Oh no, you're
13.
right.
It's 13.
Okay, I'm taking Fuck.
Switch to the Bengals. No,
Nah,
I'm taking
fuck
the Bengals
you.
game.
I'm taking Eagles, 13.5.
Yeah.
I want to bet on something on Friday, so work's
Do
entertaining.
it. Do it, pussy.
So I'm taking the Eagles 13.5 over the Texans. Then I'm taking Packers -3 against the Lions.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
half
get in
against
there,
Lions.
buddy.
I like that. I really do.
So do I.
I really do. Stinky Cheese Boy is going to come through with one. Then I'm taking my last game is Vikings -3.5 over Commanders.
I
Joining
almost
the
got
other
that.
two boys. I like that. Really quickly, I'm going to run through the Mole Rat, his locks that he took.
Do it in his
Perfect.
voice.
The Mole Rat doesn't have a voice.
I am your Mole Rat.
He's
It's
anonymous.
not.
I am your Mole Rat.
No,
He's
it's-
anonymous.
He's
He doesn't have a
anonymous.
voice. It's me, the Mole Rat.
Yeah, well, you got to carry on now. You
No,
said
the
it.
Mole Rat's
Yeah.
taken
The Mole Rat's taken.
my minus Vikings -3.
Fighting me.
Stop it, dude. Stop it. Let me get this done. Vikings -3.5 over Commanders. He took that well. I guess we've all taken that one then.
Yeah.
He also took. I fucking hate this. He's a.
He's a Mole Rat.
What is he? A special little kid in or something? Dude?
He's a Mole Rat.
Okay, shut up. He's taking Titans +5.5 over Chiefs. I hate that.
I hate that.
I hate
So
that.
do I.
That's completely fucking.
Wait,
do
actually, did I maybe that?
Is that just his two?
No, I didn't maybe that.
No, and then
Yeah,
he took another one I fucking hate. Ravens
No, he took
minus
Ravens,
2.5.
Against the
He
Saints.
took. And then lastly, last thing before I leave here.
Yeah, because this podcast wasn't long enough.
Short as. Take the under, Bucks versus Rams. Take the under, Colts Pats. Take the over, Chargers Falcons. And take the under, Bills Jets. And take the over, Dolphins Bears.
I was just gonna say, can we link it back to the Dolphins
Yeah.
Bears? And Creed, tell them what we tell them every week.
Harry,
Don't-
I'm not gonna switch the camera halfway through the fucking editing. Spin it back. Spin it back. I'm not.
going for the outro.
I'm not fucking editing. I'm not editing a camera change halfway
going for the
through.
outro,
Did you
Sean.
pause the recording or did you carry on? Yeah, so there's no way I'm changing that. Don't worry, guys.
Can we do it one word and he goes to each of us? Sounds like a plan.
Okay. What do I say? I say, remember, guys.
Don't bet on us.
Bet on yourselves.
And that's a nice cold.
That's
fuck.
Fuck.
wrong podcast.
Fuck.
And that's a tackle for loss. Follow us on Instagram. We only have and a YouTube. We have a YouTube too.
And Spotify. Or wherever. You might be
and
listening to
Spotify,
it there.
yeah,
Whoever.
You're probably listening to it on
Yeah,
Spotify,
who knows?
Right.
Give us all the likes.
GG's, good games all around.
Slap
Good games
that.
all around.
Slap
Slap
that.
that.
Oh, longest podcast we've recorded so far. That's a slat.
Let's stop it. Let's stop the podcast. already.
No, we have to keep talking
No,
because
it's,
it's gonna.
intro's rolling out now,
Yeah,
so it's
actually,
fine.
Harry, pass me the
Well, like,
camera.
I'm
And
hoping
the last
they
bit of
actually-
outro. Who are you locking up, Harry?
The Giants. They're not playing this week. Podcast long as fuck.
I feel sorry for you.